Hi, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friends, the content creator, and I believe it or not, I was not going to make this video. I sometimes will, a lot of the times, make community posts, right? If I don't feel like really making a video, or I just want to check with you guys, or share something I think is either interesting or funny, I make community posts. And a lot of my community posts seem to have either extended, well, outside my community, or a bigger tent in my community than I thought I did, because a lot of the times I will get comments on my videos, on my community post, which really do tell me that, I guess from an ideological standpoint, the other side is listening. So this is for you guys. This is for you guys. At what point did you decide to let someone else dictate your opinion on things? And I'm not trying to say that to be an asshole. Please let me explain. All right. I got a comment from one person, but it commented a lot, just talking about on my recent video, talking about panty pants, whatever, saying how he's right. And one of the reasons that he's right is because even Asmongold agrees with that opinion. First off, they're both wrong. But secondly, because they're saying that video games back then were made by real men, which, side note, is an insane thing to say, because video games are one of the nerdiest shit you could possibly imagine. I do laugh at this, because you cannot be I'm such a masculine man and your anger is towards video games. If it was sports, I understand that, right? Football, boxing, MMA, basketball, I understand that for sports. But for fucking video games, you want to pull the man card on video games? A bunch of nerds pushing code back in the 80s while they were getting stuffed in lockers, or your ancestors in gaming. I hope you know that. It wasn't big muscular dudes who were bench pressing 400 pounds who were leaving the gym and going home to finish up the line code for fucking Super Mario Brothers. All right. That was not the case. But to say that they're right, that it was real men doing it, and that you're using Asmongold and Andy Pants as people who were, I guess, your ideal versions of a gamer, it really got me thinking. I don't think you guys even truly believe that, but I also think you guys don't know what to believe in. Because how could a known liar, again, they watched my video where I'm literally showing that me and Crimson Roman were talking about how Andy's a liar, so much so that I easily found footage that counteract every claim he made, or I could just talk through the logic to see why he's a liar. But you're sticking by him. You're sticking by Asmongold. You're sticking by a lot of the people that I would say at this point pretty thoroughly have shown that they're liars. These people just lie all the time. So I don't want to talk about them today. I will eventually, because we all know the Green Goblin Mask wins. But I really want to talk to you guys. What is it about these people? And we can just expand to just the grifters in general. What are you getting from them outside of, I'd have to assume, confirmation bias? They're telling you what you already believe, and none of them are authorities. You're not getting it from any sort of active game developer. You're not getting it from someone who has the insider's knowledge on how the industry works. You're getting it from people who, like you, are outsiders who play video games. So why does what they say matter more than, let's say, someone who was a games journalist, or someone who was, a manager or whatever? Why does what your streamer, your content creator say matter more? Why are they the ones you want to use to puff up your point about, well, it must be true because they said it? What about them? And I've always wanted to know this. When they are lying, and it's not just me saying it, and there's actual evidence of them lying, and you still double down and believe in them, what are you getting out of that? What are you hoping to be the outcome? Like, do you think they're not lying? And when you look at their past and look at their present and how they're not consistent, right? What do you go to them for? Because I always find it so weird that these guys have so many shooters. And I'm like, for what? What have they done? I know a lot of the time people just say they're entertaining. Cool. Lots of things are entertaining, but why are you going out on the proverbial limb for them? Why are you, sticking your neck out for them? Why are you embarrassing yourself on the internet for them? They don't know who you are. And you're saying stuff like games used to be from real man, and that's so fucking comical. Like, I don't know if you're understanding that. I am trying to help you, but you have to understand how insane that sounds to say once again that video games were for real men. Most of the people in the beginning who made and played video game were fucking nerds. Like, socially, not real men, right? They were geeks. They were the outcasts. And even now, like, the people making games aren't brolic dudes who only eat steak or some shit. It's men, women, it's people who are straight, gay, asexual, people who are cis, people who are trans. Like, so many people make video games because making video games is a pretty collaborative experience. It's really, really fucking hard to just have one type of person making a video game that a large amount of people can enjoy. Even your most manliest of man games had women involved. It's just facts. In terms of like coding, even like music, for example, right? Yoko Shimomura, Street Fighter 2, all those banger tracks by a woman. Like, you have games that have fantastic character design by a woman. You have games that have, good dialogue or good story direction by women. It's an insane thing for me to say in 2025 that, hey, you guys know women also contribute to the gaming space and have always contributed. Same as black people, same as queer people. They've always been in these spaces, have always been in these spaces. So I want you to really, truly ask yourself, why, once again, why does it bother you so much? What is this ideal of like only real men made video games? Like, what, where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? And please don't say, look at the current games, look at Concord, look at Avowed or whatever, because Avowed was fine. No one played Concord. It's so weird that you guys bring up Concord so specifically as if that was the only game to ever come out. Like, no. I don't get it. It was just a bad game. Bad games have always existed. Games have not always been successful. Games fail every fucking year. What was that game from Daedalus? It was like the Lord of the Rings, like Gollum. Why am I talking about that? That was way worse than Concord. Concord was at least playable. That game fucking wasn't. Is that not? Is it because man worked on that? Is like, you know what I mean? Like, you're funneling your bigotry through gaming and trying to act as if the gaming has changed when it's you've changed for the worse. I hope you stick around and maybe you'll understand that your bigotry is making your gaming worse, a worse experience. I've been playing so many great games lately, and it's because I don't care if the lead's a woman or hot or ugly or black or white or Asian or anything like that, right? I'm having good gaming experiences. And I feel like a lot of you guys who comment this negative shit quite simply aren't. And the reason why you aren't doing that is because you're caught up with the bullshit these other content creators are putting out to make you upset that, oh, this game's gone gay, it's gone woke. Asmongold said that there's too woke. Andy Pan said this game is gay and, trans, girl boss, lesbians, too much black people, whatever. And then you're seeing people who are so brain rotted that they're making charts or making graphs talking about improbable amount of female frontline combatants, and it's like Mortal Kombat. Like, you don't enjoy that anymore. Well, actually, I heard Mortal Kombat's not doing well, but like, you don't enjoy like fighting games anymore because that's not realistic enough. That women being able to punch through steel, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to happen in video games? Do you legitimately think if women, if non-straight people were banned from gaming and it was just straight dudes who were making games top to bottom, that things would get better? Is that what you think? Do you think the actual issue with video games is like the people making it and not the conditions that surround the people making it? I mean, like, for example, noted liar and dumbass Indiamon posted this, thinking that he had an own because you gotta talk about Sweet Baby Inc. You gotta hit that Sweet Baby Inc. Can't let your audience ever, fucking evolve or think, and thinks that Contraband was canceled due in part by its work with Sweet Baby Inc. And then shows you a picture of games that also were by Sweet Baby Inc. that weren't canceled, and some of them were highly acclaimed and very successful. And it's like, what's the point here? Oh, Sweet Baby Inc. got canceled, but every other game got released. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You should at least crop it out. Like, why would you, like, well, I said no to dumbass, but still, they think you're also dumbasses. So I have to ask, if you're not a dumbass, why do people like him and Andy and Asmongold, why have they earned such loyalty to the point where you're coming to a channel that has just reached 5,000 subscribers, which thank you guys so much, and going like, I will defend their honor. From what? They're never going to see this. They'll never see this. So what's the point of doing that? Feel free to comment, by the way. But like, what is the point of doing this? I've never understood it. I've never understood it.